Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, everyone. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Room. Very warm welcome, Masters, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you for sharing your precious time, space, and energy. And it is very great, and I'm very thankful, blessed that you are all here to share this session with each other, and also we are going to start our session with giving gratitude to all the masters. So, requesting everyone to join your hands, keep your hands near your heart, and let us open our videos, join our hands, giving gratitude to the masters. With all the masters who are present here, we are very grateful, thankful to all the meditators, masters, the Param Guru Mandali masters, Saptarishi Mandal masters, to the Guru consciousness, to the spiritual, angelic, and astral masters, and to all the masters who are connected with Most High, masters who are all the divine feminine and divine masculine. We are very thankful, grateful, and we feel blessed to have your divine wisdom, your knowledge, and also the consciousness that you share with us. Dear masters, please help us and guide us. Show us the right path, the divine path too, that is meant for us to follow. We are very grateful to our great grandmaster Pitamaha Brahmarishi Subhash Patri Sir, Maha-Avatar Babaji, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, and constellations. Dear masters from all the world, realm, and kingdom, help us to understand the metaphysical subjects. Help us so that we may know our truth. May we speak our truth. May we walk the path of truth. May we choose truth. And may we be authentic with ourselves and others. May we get to know our soul plan and purpose and also align with the same, with the highest timelines of our life journey and soul journey. Keep us in alignment, masters, and help us to connect with your consciousness always. May your guidance and divine wisdom be with us as we follow the spiritual journey. Help us to not only uplift ourselves, elevate ourselves with higher frequencies and higher knowledge. And may we also get to share this divine knowledge with everyone so that everyone else awakens and everyone else follow the path of spirituality. May we walk this path with your guidance and protection, masters. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So very warm welcome, everyone. And as you all know, we have today again Neeraja Erraguntla ji from Austin, Texas. And she's here again today to help us understand about the Buddhist realm today that is, mentioned, like she mentioned yesterday, but because of the time constraints, we were not able to do that. So thought of doing it today with Neeraj's permission, because she also needs to have that time cut out for this wonderful session that she took yesterday on the middle way. So again, today, Masters, let us welcome Neeraja. And over to you, Neeraja. Thank you so much for helping us understand the middle way in such a beautiful way that now again we have called you to help us understand about the Buddhist realms. What are those Buddhist realms and what do we need to know and understand with the same? Thank you so much. Welcome, Neeraja.
Thank you. Atmavandan, everybody.
Atmavandan.
And thank you for the opportunity, because by wanting to present, you learn. And then the discussions are again really helpful. So I'll just share my screen. That's okay, right? I think it's... So the topic for today is, like Madhuji said, we included this yesterday, but we didn't want to with the timing, and we were discussing the others. But the topic for today is the realms. And so it's off from the 3 realms, and then the author goes into the 6 realms. So that's why I wanted to show there is a slight difference. I tried to research and see other authors and other experts in this subject. They sometimes call it 5, sometimes call it 6. So I just wanted to put that there But before we get into it, for the Buddhist cosmos, I wanted to see exactly what do we mean by realm. And so one definition I got, I thought that was really very simple and nice is that realms refer to the different modes of existence or states of mind. And as we see, they will talk of different realms, such as the realm of hell or hungry ghost, animal, and we'll go through all of that. But it's that existence of that state of mind. These are both literary destinations of rebirth within samsara, that is the cycle of life, and also the psychological states, with the human realm being the most favorable one that you want to achieve. So I just wanted to put that out there as to what the definition of realms mean, because it basically is the different modes of existence or the states of mind. And what I heard from one author when I was reading earlier today was that should be a little more flexible in trying to understand everything is not like black and white. The way they explain is a little more subtle. You should not say, oh, in this definition this is what it is, but if you can be open to the concept of understanding how the Buddhists put it, I think it makes a lot of sense. But we need to not be that rigid. So, in this book, the author is talking about that these realms can be understood as the fruits of meditative experience, or where they call it the jhanas, the meditative states of right concentration. And so, there are 8 jhanas according to these 3 realms. And the 3 realms that you talk at the high level are the realm of desire, the realm of form, and the realm of no form. So, the realm of desire that we are talking about is where you have not yet reached the first meditative state. And the realm of form corresponds to meditative states 1 to 4. And then the no form corresponds to the highest of the meditative states. And so, what, if you can think of it, is that so in the 3 realms that we have, the realm of desire, that is the wheel of life. That is like the metaphor that we have for the karmas that we have experienced, the karmas that we are experiencing, the suffering, and the motivation to get beyond those 3 fires. And I have made a small short presentation, but I just wanted to show how it goes from the 3 realms. Then the author goes into talking about their characteristics. And then he talks about the 6 realms. So to be able to distinguish and not get confused, I wanted to show how the author had shown it. And within that realm of desire, so you had the 3 realms there: realm of desire, realm of form, realm of no form. Within the realm of desire, you have 6 categories. And these 6 categories, you can think of them in which one person can be born at any one given moment. And because these are realms, you can think of them as circles. One is not above the other, they're just representation. And they represent the states. Some of them are for momentary state, some of them could be more permanent, some of them could be like in between. And each of the 6 realms is depicted and can be understood as a state that you will experience at some point, perhaps many points in your life. And so, if you can think of them, you can go from one realm to the other because of something that is happening in your life. And then he goes and talks about the 6 realms. But before he goes into that, we talked yesterday about the wheel of life. And the author says that in this very center of the wheel, at the hub, like you can think of a cycle wheel, bicycle wheel, there are 3 animals representing the 3 fires or the kleshas. One is the rooster, which is for the greed or desire. The rooster is represented for greed or desire. The snake is represented for hatred or anger, and the pig is represented for delusion or ignorance. So some basic concepts in the background, and then we go more into deep of these 6 realms, which are the god realm, the realm of the jealous gods, titans, I've seen that also in other authors have used the word demigods also. Then the animal realm, the realm of the hungry ghosts, the hell realm, and the human realm. And what I did was, because I was trying to understand it, these are just basically my notes to make me understand. So, with that background, I'll go through this presentation. So, this one is the one that we already went through, that I already talked about. The realm of desire, or what you call as the Kama Loka. Kama means desire, lust. The realm of form or rupa, that is that. And then the realm of no form, that is the state that we all want to go, arupa, there is no form. And so these are different meditative states of concentrations that they're talking about. So as we talked about earlier, the realm of desire has 6 categories. And in this, you're talking about the sensory world of pleasure, pain. You have all these cravings. As we talked about, it is that wheel with that. You have all those greed, hatred, delusion, and this contains the birth, rebirth, and the experience within that realm, based on what this authors on this authors what he was saying. So we talked about these 6 realms, and so the first realm. Sorry, if I can go back. So just to reiterate, in this desire realm, we have God realm, the Titans or the jealous gods, animal realm, hungry ghost realm, hell realm, and human realm. And then we'll go through each one of them. So in the God realm, everything is very blissful, very pleasure oriented. Like, there is nothing that you have to do. There is complacency, there is suffering, but very subtle suffering. However, one in another book I was reading, it talks about that in this God realm, there is some ego. Here it talks about ego dissolving states, but in others they're talking about they have that little bit air that we are God, we are above everything. So that is there in this God realm. When you come to the other realm, again, no one realm is above the other. That is the point. In this jealous gods or the Titans realm, as I said in some other books, they sometimes I've seen the name demigods. Here they're also striving, there is competition, in ego driven. You can distort, there is some kind of craving, so you kind of are not completely calm. There is some semblance of aggression and ambition in this realm when you are in this realm. If you go to the animal realm, here it is very driven by instinct and desire. So there is not that thinking thing. It's just everything is by instinct. And if there's a desire, that thing in the animal realm, that you kind of follow that instinct. There is not much of awareness in this realm. It becomes some kind of an habit. You want something, you do it, and you do without even any consequences and all. So it is a little bit of, if you can think of, although they're not above and below, in this animal realm, it is more like represents reactive, unreflective living, sort of like when we talk of this, the 3 gunas in something else, we talk of rajas, tamas, and sattvic. This is like that rajas, sort of, not exactly the same, but everything is like unreactive. You don't want to evolve or something. It is more unreflective type of living, to put it simply. The hungry ghost realm is where one is very not satisfied. You're always talking about this cravings, insatiable, like, one thing happens, you get that, and then you go for another one because you're trying to fill some kind of emptiness that you're not able to satisfy. In this, it was interesting that if you want to symbolize it or visualize it, they were telling that 2 things I saw. In the book, they talked about tiny mouths and huge stomachs. In another place, I read that they have this, think of them as huge mouths and huge stomach, but then the throat is like a single straw. So you can never satisfy, nothing is going. The mouth that they showed in that one, like a big mouth, and they're trying to take in everything. They finish one thing, they want another one. That is the hungry ghost. And if you can think of the hungry ghost is like a metaphor to show what it is for addiction, very compulsive. You finish one and then you go to the other one and never find that satisfaction, but that feeling of emptiness remains because the mouths are so large and then they're not able to. Sorry, somebody's phone, I think. Then we have the hell realm, in which here you have that state of fear, extreme rage, paranoia, very intense suffering, and this is sometimes self-inflicted. Remember what we said about the
Neeraja ji, can you say that again? Sorry, I muted everyone. So please unmute yourself.
okay. So I'm just reading the definition again because what does this mean, right? The different modes of existence or states of mind. So in the hell realm, there is a state of fear, extreme rage, paranoia, very much of very intense suffering, and it symbolizes that there is self-infliction and mental torment. Sometimes we do that. We are like overthinking, overdoing that, and you keep repeating that. You have this inner voice that is telling you that things are not going right. You're just worried about everything. You're scared. And that kind of suffering that you create comes in this hell realm. And then the human realm, they say, is one of the most fortunate of all. The you want to be in this human realm because you can grow spiritually in this through your spiritual practice. There is suffering here also, like the hell thing, but also there's a way to get out of that suffering because of awareness. And in this realm, they say, is where enlightenment is possible, not in the other realms. It is only in the human realm that you can find enlightenment. So that's where I wanted to stop, Madhuji. These jhanas and all were a little bit more they were going into. I thought that we could stop here and talk and then pick it up to see. But one key point that I thought was in the ending they were talking about the what we want is to go to that arupa or this nirvana stage where it is above all these realms. This is not a meditative state or anything, but it's just liberation from that conditioned experience. So you're trying to aim to that. But these appear to be because there could be psychological state of mind or mental state of mind. You could be in that hell realm, or you could be in the hungry ghost realm, and you could, because they could be temporary or they could be permanent for a long time. So it is how we, I think, experience and how we are able to uh, be in that state of mind that you could be in that hell realm and you can try to feel that suffering and all. But if you want to come out and you do, maybe you come into that human form where you want to end that suffering by awareness or something, you come out of that realm. But I was not sure how this realms, like how do people go from, is it like one day somebody has a rage or something, is that the or somebody is having some issues they're unable to deal with, and they could be that you have that I want this, and there's some dictators kind of thing, right? They're like the hungry ghosts. They'll say, okay, I want this, I want to conquer this, I want to do that, I want to fight with this person. And so it is like that hungry ghost realm. So it's that state of mind at that particular time, or it could be that phase of your life that you are in that.
You
And
want me to
so
speak about that? You want me to share?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So the answer to your question is like certain times, the one thing that I read was it is called, I believe this is, when I read this, Jahanas, it is Jahan,
Yeah.
right? Jahan, like in Hindi we say in
Oh,
Urdu,
yeah.
basically, Urdu.
Okay.
Ye jahan, like that. I think that's what they are meaning. It's kind of a realm, realm, or ye jahan, there's a song also like that, right? I'm not sure what song,
Yes.
but anyway, getting back to the point. First of all, yes, very nicely explained, Neeraja ji, and very beautifully put. The form of, the first one, can you
Yeah.
see? The second one is the form of Roop. Yeah, the realm of desire is Kamalok. Second one is the realm of form, that is Roop Lok. Third one is no form. Now, what happens is whenever there are enlightened beings, or whenever there are higher level beings or people who are working on themselves, what happens is with them, the subtle bodies develop. And how these subtle bodies develop? Because of their inner work. So if you can now remove that, basically, yeah, just stop sharing.
Oh,
Yeah. So that is what is happening, Nirjaji, that as they speak about the Buddhist realms, the Buddhist cosmos, and all this realm of, the realm of desire, realm of no, form, and then the no form. So basically, what happens is once we are, doing our inner work, when we are, understanding ourselves, why we are like this, what is triggering us, what is not, and when we are actually trying to go within ourselves and understanding ourselves with this meditative states, the form of concentration that we take, the more we go within, we start understanding ourselves. It will only happen when we are actually applying the wisdom. Okay, so whether you are raising your frequency doesn't matter, but the frequency will also be raised, because see, when you're in meditation, you are getting lots and lots of energy, definitely, but it will only happen when your mind is totally zero. You're in the thoughtless state. And now, second of all, is that once you go into your own, within your own self, you start activating all your spiritual bodies, meaning one by one, all the bodies inside you, meaning the physical body is the first body that we see, right? Physical body is the first body that we see. Second body is the etheric body. Third, astral. Fourth, mental. Fifth, causal. Supracausal. Sixth, seventh is the nirvanic body. So these are the seven spiritual bodies that we have. And as they say, as we get the energy into our physical body and all the six other bodies, we start activating these bodies. Basically, what happens is like as if we are releasing those bodies, the subtle bodies. And when this happens, we actually are elevating ourselves, our frequency and vibration to different chakras, basically. And as we reach on to the higher chakras, basically the higher body or the nirvanic body is also liberated. Like slowly we are. So as I say, every person, when they are born, their seven spiritual bodies are slowly developing, not at the same time. So there in this paragraph they have said that there are masters who are born into Bhadrakalpa. Bhadrakalpa is a very auspicious time where there are like more than 320 something thousand, more than thousand of masters are born. So let me, yeah,
300 and
yeah,
uh,
it's 1 second, let me read that.
billion, I think.
Billions of years, right? So
Yeah.
there are like 1,000 Buddhas that will be born over the course of unit 10, 1000, yeah, 320 crore years, basically. That's what they are writing, right? The point is they will be born over the course of 320 crore years. Each Buddha will discover the Dharma and teach it for anywhere from 500 to 1500 years until a dark age sets in and the teaching is lost. So what is happening? There were many Buddhas at that time who were like they were having this seed, right? Now, according to when we are saying 1 second, let me see. Yeah. So in the God realm, as they say, so God realm is inhabited by beings with subtle bodies, not prone to illness, who delight in music and dance, and exist in extended version of what has come to be called peak experiences, in which the participant dissolves into the experience of pleasure, merging with the beloved and temporarily eradicating the ego boundaries. In other words, this is a state that feels good but is temporary. There may be 26 mansions in the God realm. Once again, let me share this also, Masters. Are you sharing that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, okay.
sharing. So I
Okay,
just
otherwise,
wanted, because suddenly they talk about that and he brings up the concept of this
yeah,
Bhadrakalpa. So if
yeah.
people hadn't read it, they'll be wondering what it is. So I just wanted to put
Yeah.
here.
No, I
This is,
was also going to show. So that is
oh,
why, yeah, this first line, the according to Mark Epstein, a psychoanalyst and Buddhist practitioner, and below that is the God realm. And from there, I was reading. So in other words, this is a state. Can you just enlarge it a little bit, zoom
sure.
it? In other words, this is a state that feels good, but it's temporary. There may be 26 mansions. Uh, no,
Is this
focus.
better or
No, it
no?
zoom out. I mean, zoom in.
It's not
No,
letting me.
it's okay. Let me just
Yeah.
do that. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. So I wanted everyone to read as well. So here is it. Yeah. So in other words, this is a state that feels good but is temporary. There may be 26 mansions in the God realm, but there is a tendency to become complacent here. In life, were pleasure and bliss, where would the motivation for transcendence come from? This realm also tends to be rather self-absorbed, no bodhisattvas here, and suffering persists, albeit in a subtle way. So the point is, masters, why I wanted you all to read that with me was when you actually release your ego self, when you release all your negative mindset and the kleshas that we release, what happens is we are ready to understand ourselves, we are ready to understand others, we are ready to be compassionate with ourselves and others, and we are ready to be and like we are readily accepting everyone, not only ourselves but others also, and we feel that everyone is just like us. So when they say about the God realm, it's a state of mind. And when this is a state of mind, when you are actually purifying yourself, going under the dark night of the soul, I'm just giving you like what I understand, okay? It's not what I read. I'm just trying to make that understand that at this time when we are born, a soul, when they incarnate, they come with seven spiritual bodies, but these seven spiritual bodies does not happen then and there. It takes 7 years course for a new baby, and when they are infant and become toddler, then they are like 7 years old. At that time, the physical body is actually developing, the brain is developing first, right? So that is what the heart is the first that develops, then the brain develops, and then the whole body. But slowly, slowly, as they come out, the babies come out, the brain starts developing. So the whole physical body needs at least 7 years to develop fully. After the next 7 years, plus seven, if you add, it is 14 years, the etheric body develops. Plus seven, 21 years. Now the astral body is developing. Plus seven is your 28 years now. Now, which one? Mental body is developing. So slowly, slowly, every other body is developing every 7 years. Now, what happens is as you start getting more and more energy, as you start understanding everything around you, as you release that klesha, every other body, the subtle body activates and you start releasing. So many people can astral travel very easily. Many people can, go to different dimensions. Not only that, but you can actually meet the masses as you raise your frequency. So the subtle body is activated basically. God realm is another way of putting that this is the place where you are into that heaven-like state, where you are into that pure form of your own self, releasing all your ego self, and also you have this compassionate feeling, you understand everyone. So that is how they are saying that the subtle body activates and it is also being released also, okay? So it becomes very easy. So you take this form first. What happens is we are into this realm of desire. We are into so much desire that we want everything. We have greed, we have like that. We are very much attached to our senses, very much attached to our senses. Now, not only that, when we as we move across this slowly and steadily, we start releasing all those greed and our senses also. The second part is that comes is the realm of form. Now we are associated with whatever our mind can create, that mind, that reality, that we are actually even thinking also, whatever we are thinking. Suppose you are thinking about someone, meaning you are actually creating that form. You are creating that form. You are creating with your mind, with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. You are creating that. Not only that, your ESPs are also creating everything. So the form of no roop, meaning arupa, is where no form is, where your mind is totally into that zero state, shunyata, basically emptiness, where your mind is also not working. We all have to attain that, where our mind is now not creating anything. We are just going into our deep within ourselves, where we are into that empty state, nothing, nothingness. Because from nothingness, so as soon as we, like as I always say, as soon as we come out, what happens? We start manifesting things so nicely, very quickly. That is also very, I would say, very positive, very profitable, but also very scary, because you can manifest anything at this time. So very, very, important, that what are we doing with our people who are meditators. So very important to know. This is where you can actually go into now you can read about the God realm and all the other realms. It's just about how they have placed, in which realm, what is happening. So if you want to mention now, you can start, if you want to, or you want to ask anybody if they have any questions.
Yeah. So is it like we go, suppose you have there is a stage where you're very angry. Are we
Mhm.
saying that we are in the human form of human realm already, but we
Mhm.
are also now going into the hell realm to create that anger and things like that, or?
No, we are not going into the hell realm, but the point is, when we know stuff, when people know
Uh-huh.
stuff, what happens is they get into their ego. So we actually become very egoistic, that I know this. And then we also start thinking, people who are ignorant, what happens is they will create whatever they want without thinking, but for masters who are actually very angry, definitely you lose your vibration, but you don't go into that realm straight away.
Mm.
Okay, definitely there are realms, different realms, that how you create your realm, or where you are, how you magnetize that energy. That is an understanding that we all need to take. But let's first read all those things that is written, if you want to. And Gayatri ji has a question. Let's take her, and then we can go into again that reading.
Yeah.
Hello, Madhuji.
Hello.
You just told we manifest. Sometimes we manifest that there is a state like we can manifest that. We have to be very careful what we manifest. So
Yes.
is that it's like when we are going to the zero state,
Zero state. Zero
or
state.
to while all the meditators should be think means like only positive, so means do not manifest anything, I mean like, do not think anything also like negative.
No, it's not like that. The point is
Oh,
very, very important to cut down on your thoughts. That's why we continuously need to meditate and practice
okay.
meditation, and need to continuously cut down on all those negative thoughts. See,
Okay.
I'm not saying that people who are masters or who are into higher vibration, they don't think negative. We all think negative, but then the point is that negativity is created by us, but we need to practice how, and when to cut down. Like suppose something came into my mind, and yes, it
Mm-hmm.
does. Then what happens is you cut down then and there. I cancel, clear, delete. I do that,
Oh,
because
okay.
as soon as, so as they say, there are angels, or runners, who are continuously manifesting for you. So what happens is, as soon as you say something, the runners have this job to fulfill that thing that you have thought or you created. So if you don't want them to create, if you have the idea of not creating, then you can always say, I don't want to create this. Please cancel, clear, delete what I just thought, right? That is also what you can
Okay.
do. So continuously,
Okay.
thorough practice of every day, that what are you thinking? Always thinking positive, always
Mm.
thinking miraculous. So there are 4 ways of thinking, the basic of like how we do Anapansati, but there are 4 ways of thinking. First, you can definitely think disastrous. Second is negative thinking, always thinking negative. Third one is thinking positive. And then fourth one is the miraculous. So where you should be thinking, how you should be thinking, mostly in that positive and miraculous. Your thinking should be in that positive frame of mind or miraculous state of mind, right? Or you can uh, think like that, right? Have your words put into your mind that are miraculous. Always practice. So that's why certain times I say that, uh, maybe it in a robotic way. Why can't we do that? Because certain times, why these mantra chanting, why these mantra helps us? Because it works on our limbic brain, and also it starts creating that aura around us, that energy field. And that is what we start attracting. So that is why positive words, positive intentions, miraculous intentions are very, very helpful, so that we can put ourselves into that uh, you know, higher frequencies, higher energies, right? More than energy, I would say higher frequencies with that aura. Anyway, let us go into, I hope you understand that, right? Gayatri,
Yes,
you got that?
I understood that. But that means like whenever, I mean, like we do meditation, but after meditation also, whenever we, I mean, any thoughts is coming, if it is negative, so just we will stop there. When we are conscious,
That
we
is
will
why.
stop it and
Actually,
cancel and think
putting
the
putting
positive.
ourselves no the
Yeah.
process is to be aware. What are you thinking? Why are you
Yes.
thinking like
Yeah.
that? What is
Mm.
the root cause of your thought? Why are you
Okay.
thinking like that? So putting yourself in that awareness state will also help you to get back to the reality into the present moment, that I was thinking this, let me not think this. Because if you have an understanding that I am thinking this, right, like right now I'm thinking about my past, or right now I'm thinking about my future, or right now I'm thinking something negative. If you become aware, what are you going to do? First of all, you will say to your own self, hey, what am I thinking? Let me just get back to my reality. And how to, okay, everything is happening, that is good
Positively.
for me,
Good for me.
positive for me.
Mm.
Yeah. So, a lot of things, right? So, putting
Mm-hmm.
yourself totally in that awareness state will also help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Nirja ji, go ahead. Unmute yourself. Oh, unmute. Unmute yourself, Neeraja ji.
If you don't read it, it will be kind of hard to put them all together. So after the 6 realms, they list them. This paragraph I thought was very important. These 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Whether you end up as a god or a hungry ghost largely depends on your karma, your intentions and actions. Nirvana is beyond these realms. The realm of desire is named so because it is the realm in which beings perceive objects through their senses and experience desirability or
Mm.
undesirability.
Yeah.
Desire is the roots of suffering, and there's so much suffering in the realm of desire. The realms of form and no form are not subject to experience. So that was my thing, that
Yeah.
in which of these realms we fall into or we end up is because
Yeah.
of our
So what happens is
karma.
in
Yeah.
the future pages, like not future, sorry, in the back pages, past pages of
Uh,
karma. So they have mentioned, I have read this a little bit, so not too much though. So sorry, I forgot my book. It's somewhere there. Anyway, the point is, in the karma section, they have written about how many types of karma are there. So there are 2 types of karma. They have mentioned about the local karma and, the remote karma. The local karma is basically, if you want to go into the karma section, otherwise,
yeah.
let me bring that up if you are okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, let me bring that up. Where is that? Where it is? Yeah. So this is where the karma concept, the fundamental concepts of Buddhism. So they have spoken about what is karma, deed or action, like as we know in Sanskrit, as they say. So here they are saying that implications of karma will actually help you to appreciate the liberating potential of Buddha's teachings. So karma is all about responsibility, taking it and understanding how one's things affect another. Second thing is in the next paragraph of popular misconceptions of karma. Karma is the most popular and perhaps least understood concepts in Buddhism, they are saying. There are multiple ways to consider karma. One way is local karma, actions in the present, including mental actions. So whatever you start thinking, mental actions can be like how you're thinking, what you're thinking, how your mind is becoming like triggered, why it is getting triggered, all those, right? And even feelings also that have an impact on future experiences, what you are going to experience in the future. Another is remote karma, meaning actions performed in this lifetime that have an impact on future rebirths. So how will that, like suppose we are thinking negative about some certain person, or we are thinking something negative or something very disastrous, or we want something getting like we are thinking about that maybe this might happen to certain person. Again, what are we are also having that karma of thought because our mind is creating that reality. Now, when the mind is creating that reality, it's not necessary that it is going to, like, as certain people do say, oh, that girl has a bad karma. So they have given that example here. Okay. She's going through bad karma. It's, a very unlucky girl, something, as they say. But the point is why? Something is actually behind that girl. Something is going on with her that is actually putting her in that state. So what is that? So here, another is remote karma, actions performed in this lifetime that have an impact on future rebirths. Remote karma, of course, depends on the idea of rebirth, which may be an alien idea to many people in the Western world. Now, so there is no evidence for rebirth as you go through scientific perspective. Buddha emphasized local karma in his teachings because it was not necessary to invoke the idea of rebirth to understand the importance of karma. Your direct experience can reveal the working of local karma. So when you experience this directly, it can actually get associated with local karma. What is local karma here? So local karma is basically actions in the present that have an impact on future experiences. Okay. Now again, what you think now will affect how you feel later. This line is very important. What you do now will bear fruit at some future point in time. This is different from universal balance, like how we say tit for tat, or as you sow, so you reap, right? Or as you reap what you sow. So here it is, as you reap what you have sown, which is a common misconception of karma. So it's a misconception Buddhism is saying, or Buddhist teaching is saying. Here are the most common misconception about karma. So misconception, karma is retaliation from an outside force. So this is a misconception. So how many times have you heard someone say she has bad karma, referring to someone who has had a run of bad luck? In the West, karma has often been interpreted as being equal to the principle of an eye for an eye. The retaliatory principle that you are punished with the same punishment you inflict on another. However, this is a misunderstanding of the Buddhist meaning of karma. According to the Buddha's teaching, you are not made to pay for past mistakes, nor are you rewarded for your past good deeds. Rather, you are what you do or intend to do. More to the point, karma is the process by which your actions shape your life. So, meaning the big that I understand here is that whatever you are creating through your mind, so your hell and heaven are in your mind, basically. It exists there. If you are thinking positive, you are actually having heaven in your future experiences. But if you are thinking negative, you will incur hell in your future experiences. The point is, what are you creating? So that's why Patri sir has taught many a times with these 4 kinds of thinking. The first 2 are basically, it has a negative connotation to it. But the next 2, the positive and the miraculous, will actually give you or incur good things for you and your life, your aura, everything, even your reality. You are, so our teaching here in PSSM had been always about, like, because I had followed Patri sir, I'm not more like falling into what PSSM is, but here I'm talking about what Patri sir has taught us. So Patri sir has moreover taught us about that you are the creator of your own reality. And that is what he says, that you are all gods. We are all gods. Okay. So we have the power to create our reality. Wherever our energy goes, I mean, wherever our thought are, whatever we are thinking, that is where the energy flows, and that is what is being created. So what are we creating? Hell or heaven? We are the master of our own realities. I mean, master of our own creations, and we are creating what reality? So think what you are creating. And that is why we just need to read about, see, Buddhism has a different way of mentioning realms. So let's just finish the first few things, just read it about, and let's go from there. Do you want me to read it, Neeraja ji?
You just showing from reading from the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to share your screen, you can. Otherwise,
Yeah. Okay. I will share the screen, and then you can read it through. 1 second. Let me take you to realms. Yeah, so we were in the God realm. We read the God one, the realm of jealous gods.
Jealous.
So from
Okay.
there, yeah.
So the realm of jealous gods or titans, according to Dr. Epstein, the jealous gods represent the energy needed to overcome a frustration, change a situation, or make contact with a new experience. This is the realm of ego, mastery, and striving. The jealous gods can overtake your meditation practice in an ego driven way, and this remains a pitfall. Striving cannot be overcome with striving. In other words, you can get caught in the trap of desiring more and more pleasurable meditation experiences. You may have had a taste of one of the Jahannas, and now your mind is fixated on having that experience again. Sometimes the jealous gods are portrayed as titans or warrior demons, asuras, which have taken their human traits and used them in the pursuit of power. They're always in foul temper, always causing trouble for someone or the other, and do not symbolize rest or peace.
1 second.
The animal realm. In the animal realm, you're caught up in a desire and instinct, especially sexuality and the pleasure of senses. It is a realm without awareness and states that are probably all too familiar to you. Animals are trapped in ignorance and have no way of getting out of their instinct driven behaviors. The animal realm is pure desire and tinged with the suffering that comes with that desire, with the desire. So here there is I think like a saying from Dilgo Kastane Rinpoche, who is a poet, a scholar, and a leader of Tibetan Buddhism. He says, "Never forget how swiftly this life will be over, like a flash of summer, lightning, or the wave of a hand. Now that you have the opportunity to practice Dharma, do not waste a single moment on anything else, because it just goes away like that." The traditional Buddhist view is that animals do not have sufficient awareness to generate good karma. That is because of the lack of conscious intentionality. Does a dog have a Buddha nature? Is a question that divides Buddhists. The realm of hungry, the fourth realm is restless spirits or pretas. Hungry ghosts are the most interesting form of pretas. The hungry ghost has a pinhole mouth and a huge stomach and therefore is never satisfied. Adequate amounts of foods can never pass through their small mouths and narrow necks, and when it does, immense pain is experienced. This is a metaphor for greed, that takes the form of excessive desire. Hell realm, fear, even to the point of paranoia, can characterize the hell realm. It's not the place you want to be. Early Buddhists, just like everyone else, had vivid imaginations when it came to suffering and torture. Metaphorically, you could be endlessly cut up, burnt, frozen, eaten, beaten, or tortured in any number of ways, only to die and wake up and do it all over again. Some areas of hell contain abominable nightmares, unbearable sensory experiences, and horrible visions. The denizens of hell symbolize hatred and the pervasive
Self-inflicted.
then hatred and the pervasive self-inflicted anxiety of dukkha. There are as many as 10 hells in the realm of desire, and the inhabitants must make their way through all of them to escape the anguish and suffering. These are the realms where you may be hot, 8 of these, or cold, or where you want may be lacerated or eaten alive. The third realm is the demon or asura, and it is a state dominated by anger. In Asia, however, these demons may not be regarded metaphorically. Evil spirits can wreak havoc or cause mischief. Human realm. The human realm, on the other hand, is a very desirable realm to inhabit. It can be said to be the center of everything in the Buddhist cosmos. It is within the human realm that you have your only chance for enlightenment and escape from samsara. In any given moment, you can be in any of the realms, depending upon your actions and intentions. One way to think about samsara is the endless cycling between these realms of experience. The human realm contains a seed of its own awakening. Although humans still have some negative traits, they're free from the extreme negativities of life as a hungry ghost, animal, or hell being. Humans have the capacity to do right and wrong. It is therefore in the human realm that positive or negative actions are performed. This is a state. Um, this is a state where your karma gets played out. Buddhists who take rebirth literally see the human realm as the only realm that can influence their future rebirths.
So, do you want me to stop here?
Sure.
Or
I mean, if
let me
people
see.
have questions, I think that
Yeah.
it's.
So I think we only have this. Let's read it and finish it off. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
one.
remember, we did the realm of desire. So this is now the realm of form or the rupa. The realm of form or rupa and its corresponding meditative states can be understood through the metaphor of higher gods. These meditative states correspond to contact with the form of body and are the basis for vipassana meditation. They can also refer to forms of meditation that involve visualization. The realm of form, Jahannas, are rapture and pleasure born of seclusion, rapture and pleasure born of concentration, equanimity and mindfulness with pleasure abiding, equanimity and mindfulness, neither pleasure nor pain. The Buddha said, then quite secluded from sensuality, secluded from unskilled mental quality, he enters and remains in the first jhana, rapture and pleasure born of seclusion, accompanied by directed thought and evaluation. The first jhana provides the foundation for the next. The Buddha said, rapture and pleasure born of concentration, unification of awareness, free from directed thought and evaluation, internal assurance. The second jhana gives way to third. Then, with the fading of rapture, he remains equanimous, mindful, and alert, and senses pleasure within the body. Equanimous and mindful, he has a pleasant abiding. He goes on to describe the fourth jhana. Then, with the abandoning of pleasure and pain, he enters and remains in purity and equanimity and mindfulness. Neither pleasure nor pain, he sits permeating the body with a pure, bright awareness. This is a lot to absorb.
Yeah.
The realm, the realm of no form. To reach into the highest Jahannas is to reach the realm of no form or arupa. Siddhartha attained the highest Jahannas while meditating with his teachers Alara Kalama and Udraka Ramaputra. Once he came out of this rarefied and sublime states, he found himself right back into samsara. So even though the states are delightful, they do not represent liberation. Nirvana is not a state of meditation, but a release from all conditioned and constructed evidence, existence. These meditative states are based on profound concentration. The Buddha described these states as the complete transcending of perceptions of form with the disappearance of perceptions of resistance. The practitioner will experience infinite space and will then transcend infinite space into infinite consciousness. From infinite consciousness, the practitioner will transcend into dimensions of nothingness. This dimension of nothingness itself is transcended, and the practitioner will experience the dimension of neither perception or non perception. These states correspond to the Jahannas 5 through 8. The realm of no form Jahannas are infinite space, infinite consciousness, nothingness, neither perception nor non perception.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Neeraja ji. Thank you for this. So that is what I just shared you before. I think I have already explained you all what is the Rupa and Arupa. When your mind is creating, you form Rupa, meaning you form, body, you form structure, shapes with your mind, your senses, your ESPs. But when you release, so can I tell you like 1 second? I think I do not want to add that, but maybe Kriya Yoga thing will help. Will you guys like? Are you guys ready to see that a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, this is a very
It's
little,
yeah.
little bit, you need to digest some things. It's not like.
Okay. Do ask me what is that thing that you want to digest so that I can just share. Maharshi Padma,
I think we should open it up for questions because.
yeah, 1 second. Yeah, just 1 second and then I'll. Okay. This is the one thing that I want to share with you all, and then we can go into question answers. Okay. Let me just take 1 more minute and then. Okay. So this is what it's in Kriya Yoga. Okay, masters. Just wanted to share what happens. So as you are into a practitioner of Kriya Yoga, what they do is they tell you about the two main pillars are Abhyasa and Vairagya. First is the constant practice. Second is the detachment. So when you are doing practice, right, what happens? You go into intense practice, that is tapashcharya. Second one is you do your own self-study on your own self, what is happening with you. You also are understanding your own self, getting to know your own truth. Third one, that is the Ishwar Pranidhana, meaning devotion to Lord. So these three sub pillars are under the first pillar, that is Abhyasa pillar. Okay. Second one is the Vairagya detachment, meaning under that are two, division again, two sections that are Apara Vairagya and the Para Vairagya. So Apara Vairagya is the preliminary Vairagya or detachment. The form of detachment is very basic, meaning you are actually letting go of your senses, not going through your senses. When you close your eyes, what happens? You start having this ESPs, extrasensory perception that come forth. Later on, you also release those ESPs in the Paraviragya, the superior form of detachment. So in Aparaviragya is like letting go of many things that are around you, letting go of many emotional and mental creations, emotional feelings, thought process. You're letting go of all those that in Apara. But in Paraviragya, like you also release that ESPs also. Now you are just into that nothingness. You release that and you say, so earlier what you will say? Earlier you will say, okay, God, I do surrender to you. I am like totally devoted to you. But later on, what do you say? Dear God, I just show me one time, show me your face one time. Let me see you. And then it will be my mukti, that you think like that. But then later on you say, let me there be like, let me be there with you. Let me just go within you. Like, I'm totally into you now. I surrender, and now, as of now, you get absorbed into the divine, right? But later on, you don't even want that. What happens is, the last one is basically that I I came from you, I am you. So why do I worry that you are a separate entity? You are me, I am you. And we are the divine creator itself. But we are a part of that creator. So what we need is that, take me back to yourself. Just let me be absorbed in you. Let me go there in you. That is the mukti, that is the liberation. Because one particle wanted to experience something as Madhu, another particle wanted to experience something as Neeraja. So when they have attained everything, in the spiritual realm, it is very difficult to, so the years are very, very long, meaning when you are, when you want to, elevate yourself, ascend yourself, the spiritual years are very, very high, meaning it's like many, many years. But in human uh, life, you can actually go through that very quickly. You can go through these kind of emotions, triggers, negative attributes. You release those, you go in under dark night of the soul, you understand, and then you start releasing all those things, and then you become pure and pure. You become a, how many janmas, like how many rebirths we have taken, how many incarnations we have taken. In every incarnation we are learning something. We are not here just like that. In every lifetime we have learned something, meaning we have come through from the mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and human kingdom. We are in the human kingdom, but just imagine, in every kingdom we have at least taken 350 to 450 births. It is like the uh, I forgot the name of the that it's about the soul levels, Michael something. I totally forgot. Anyway, the point is, that's a text that is being written by that master. And so he says that in every level, in mineral kingdom also, we have taken 350 to 450 births, different type of minerals, stones, whatever. And then another lifetime we were with that animal, plant kingdom. In plant kingdom also, different kinds of plants. Now, why are we so much curious about certain crystals and plants? Or why do we have affinity for such and such plant or mineral? Because we lived in that kingdom. We lived in that kind of life forms. We took that kind of plant forms. Then we were into animal kingdom. Where does our desire, greed, or the animal instinct come from? How we make love, or how we, want love, or how we want to be, like, why are we desirous? What do we need? All those. So we were into different kind of animals also, meaning amphibians, land forms, aquatic forms, so and so, right? Carnivorous, omnivorous, and herbivorous, amphibians, reptilians. So we have been all those things. Then we took birth into human kingdom. After, like, how many, as they said, 84,000 yonis, like as they say, right? After this, we came here. Now, in this form also, we wanted to experience everything. We wanted to learn. We wanted to be doctor, engineer, dancer, singer, or so and so. Now we are here in this lifetime as Neeraja and Madhu. We are experiencing something. Why are we doing meditation? Why are we learning? Because we have come so far. Now we are very near to liberation. This is the time when we are ready to. So 80% of karmas, maybe we might have exhausted, 20% is remaining. And through meditation, we are trying to exhaust all those. Now, every day, whatever karma we make, we burn that through meditation. So that as soon as we vacate the body, we become liberated, because now we have that understanding of that. Earlier, we did not have that understanding. I hope, is that, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what, it's very similar. So wherever there is roop, when they say the form of roop, why the form of roop? Because we are creating continuously with our mind, visualizing and having that mindset. We are into that form realm. But when we release all those things, when we have an understanding, now I'm not creating, because what is happening with me at this time is, uh, there's something coming in. Anyhow, what is happening is that I am going into the zero state most of the time. Most of the time, I am in that zero state. So when I am like, when I want to visualize, I can go and visualize with totally becoming very attentive and focusing on a particular vision, or I want that in my life, so I will. But what happens when I go into the deeper state of meditation? I go into emptiness. I don't exist. I don't feel that I am existing. It's only when the masters call me, I come back, right? So that is what is happening with me. I'm like totally in that zero state. So I've tried myself to know if I'm sleeping or no, I'm aware continuously, but I'm in that nothing state. But in that emptiness, later on, you are not even aware. You go without your breath also. You don't know that you're breathing also. So that is what happens. So you go into that nothingness. And when that nothingness happens, you are in the state of arupa. Now you're not creating with your mind. You're not creating any karma also. Not at that time. So meaning now your future experiences will only happen according to the universe. Whatever is meant for you, it will be coming to you. You will start manifesting as soon, like even a single thought you will create. Very quick, very quick. So when you are out of meditation. So whatever you have, so that's why Patri sir says, be in the present moment, be aware, don't create, or if you are creating, you are the master of your own reality, create what you want to. You can create any reality you want. That's what. Anyway, so I hope it became easy for you and all to understand what you have just read. The animal instincts is all about the greed, lust, desire, kam, vasana, sexual lust, whatever, and it can be even your fears are also giving you, and that is what is the vibration that you will attract. If you are into that, like we read about the hell realm, ghost realm, animal realm, God realm, and many other things, right? The human realm also. So what are we creating? So there are realms in our Hindi sessions, um, as they say. So I don't believe that though. Bravati ma'am has vacated her body, but she used to tell me, and which I don't believe that she vacated her body, but still I'm just saying that, she vacated her body, but she used to tell me that, Madhu, yes, there exist lot of different realms in hell realm also, and we do have organ realm also, we do have many other realms, animal realm also. So anyway, thank you so much, Nirja ji. It was,
Thank you for explaining, because we understand the basic part, but I think it was helpful to have that background. So thank you.
It is this only, I don't need to go further with all those, because it will again come back to the same thing. So for this book, if I know we have understood all about whatever we were saying at this time, maybe some people understood, maybe some did not. But there's another book called Thinking and Destiny that I always say about. In that, you will be shown about how we have human realm, then we do have, many other realm that are with the light realm, the psychic realm, the uh, physical realm, psychic realm, mental realm, and all those upper realms also. So where the masters are actually continuously, it is a very, very beautiful book to understand, is it you or somebody else who is helping you think? What is that? So, and then why you need to let go of all those things. So, a refresher course of Thinking Destiny needs to be done. That's what I feel. But anyway,
You have that book, Madhuji?
I don't have, I have the PDF. We
You have? Can
completed.
you share?
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's a page of 900 pages, basically, 1,000 pages book. And we finished it. So I should not be even saying that. It's kind of a, pride thing. But I don't want to say that. But I want to say that because, we actually finished that in 8 to 9 months. We
In
all
Hindi
together,
or
Hindi
English?
group, Hindi group.
Hindi
And I
group.
want to. It is not easy, but if you guys are ready for it, it takes time. The 10 pages, like 1 or 2 pages itself is such a big task to understand. But if you are up for it, when you connect with the energies of the master, you will understand what the master is saying. So it's a higher level book. But yeah, anyhow, Go through the links, masters, go through the links. And so I was so new at that time with the Swadhyaya and everything, and reading a very high level book. It took me some time to even read that. But then later on, as I started connecting, everything was coming to me in a snap very quickly because I was connected to the master's energy. Anyway, let's get back to our Buddhist realm. And so, any questions so far, masters? Because we need to go into meditation also. So, if you have anything that you want to share, speak, or ask, if any thing that you could not understand, please do let us know. Otherwise, we can go into meditation, masters. Any questions so far? I hope you all were able to understand. If you feel like sharing something that you don't, your thoughts don't coincide with what I have said, or something that you can add to it, please feel free to add and let us know, or your questions.
And it's one of
Neeraja?
those chapters that maybe you also have to read, like, and kind of go through it. So yeah, please ask questions to Madhuji, because for me it was helpful. I was very only superficial knowledge, and then when you read it a couple of times, it helped me go a little more
Yeah,
deeper
so
into.
in that book, Thinking and Destiny, they call the form, the realm of no form and form also. How the forms are created, how you can, where there are no forms. And so, okay, one more thing that I want to share is, so with a human ness, basically, when we are having this human incarnation, what happens is we start getting to align ourselves with this mindset that we are limited. We can do only so and so things. But when we enter nothingness, we become unlimited. Basically, that is the spirit form, right? The spirit way of thinking, that we are unlimited. So in the unlimited, when you are in that unlimited mindset, what happens? So for example, Neeraji says, okay, for me to do this, like how you said, maybe it is very difficult at this time. But when you think that you know everything, you are that soul that knows everything. Okay, just understand that your soul is not only basically having this Nirja incarnation. Your soul had lot many incarnations as human. What were those incarnations? What were you curious about? What do you feel connected to? Now you are getting into that unlimited state, meaning you were so many things. So the sum of all your soul incarnations has that soul wisdom. The sum of all your soul incarnation wisdom is what you have in this lifetime. So Nirja knows all those past life wisdoms. You get my point?
Yeah.
You are not who you are. Nirja is not who Nirja is at this time. Nirja is a sum of all those
Totality.
past incarnation and the wisdom that she collected all throughout those past incarnation. So you are that. You are that Nirja. Earlier you were not so and so. You were the past incarnation of a limited, maybe 6, 7 incarnation. Now you are maybe the incarnation of 100 something that your soul took. So just understand how
Yeah.
much wisdom you carry. That means in this lifetime, Nirja knows that this is her life. But if I tell you, go back into your past, Nirja, and get me all your soul wisdom for this lifetime. Now you'll go and collect all that soul wisdom. Your soul knows everything. It is just you need to tap into your own self and find that wisdom. You have to bring that. So in this lifetime, you are Kannada, right? Or Dalgu. Telugu. But in the past lifetime, maybe you were a Britisher, or maybe you were someone from Mexico, or someone from some other part, maybe Bengali, Marathi. I don't know who, but you were. That means your soul knows all those languages. But in this lifetime, you feel that you are limited. You are thinking that you can only speak Telugu. No, you can speak all the other languages. That means you all know the wisdom of from your past incarnations also. But you feel that in this humanness you are limited. But no, we are unlimited. So as you go into that empty state, that unlimited potential of yours comes through. And from there now you start picking, okay, I want this from my life. As if you are not only doing window shopping, but you're having all those things. You're grabbing. You are putting that in the basket, and then the order is ready. The cart is ready. Now you just are like, you pay and you get everything. So here you don't even need to pay. You get everything.
You just get it.
I hope it
Yeah,
makes sense
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah, so not only you, but everyone. This is for everyone. Anyway, thank you so much, Masters. And
I
so,
don't know if there's a connection with Krishna showing his big rupa to Arjuna, and then Arjuna is so scared because he's seeing so much
yeah,
that is there, and he's showing everything that is there. That he's made of everything. But
yeah.
no,
So,
thank
who
you,
is
and
Krishna? But who is Krishna? Krishna is the incarnation of Vishnu. So, who is
yeah,
creating? Vishnu is creating everything.
yeah,
And Krishna is a part of that creation. Krishna is just a small part of that creation. If he has that Virat Swarup, how big Virat Swarup would Vishnu have?
yeah.
So unlimited. Just imagine unlimited potential. You all carry that unlimited potential because you are a part of Vishnu. You are not separate from Vishnu, meaning you are
Yeah.
not separate from that source. You are that. I am
In
that.
our
That is what I am that.
limited mind, we think we are separate, but in
Yeah.
that unlimited
we are
mind,
not we are not limited, and that is where every equation that you want will is easily available to you, but we think in a very limited pattern, and that
yeah.
is why we create our difficulties and challenges. Sheelam ji, go ahead please. I know you have raised your hand. If you want to share, speak, unmute yourself. Sorry. Yeah.
Atmavandan to all.
Okay.
What I wanted to understand when you said the animal realm and all that, isn't it our human evolution that we go through this like before you used to say we were like rocks, then we went to plant kingdom, then we went to animal kingdom, then we are now humans.
Mhm.
Isn't that evolution is also called the realm?
That is basically our soul level, not realm. Okay.
Uh, uh,
But there are realms where we are, behave when we do certain behaviors like animals, where we are fighting, we are,
in this
having
human birth, in this human birth.
in this human birth. So demonic kind of,
Yeah, I got it. I
yeah.
got it.
So that is
Yeah,
where the hell realm, hungry ghost. So hungry ghost is also where we are actually. So when people are like not satisfied with their own self, their own incarnation,
yeah,
and even that last time when they are breathing, what happens is they have all those regrets that I was not able to do this, I was not able to do that. What happens is they are hungry for more. So at that time they cannot liberate themselves because of that less knowledge. So they cannot go from this atmosphere of earth, and they are there actually. They are just circulating here and there. They are circulating as pretas. Now they are not liberated. They are here. And how they exist here is, so they attach themselves to people's bodies, or for people like in our ancestral lines. Certain people, we say na, inki atma ko shanti nahi mili.
uh,
Okay. So what happens is when a person has a tendency to eat more, sleep more, angry, become very angry, or they have some kind of very negative, the things they do, sexual, lustful, something, just understand all those things. I'm not going to
yeah,
mention all those.
yeah,
But the point is, so when these happens, so certain people at certain time in their life, they will start behaving like that. And so what happens, these pretas, they will attach, they will get attracted. So they will actually trigger you to have very much anger, having sexual or lustful thoughts, or thinking negative about something, becoming angry. And certain times you want to eat sweets. People who are diabetic, when they leave their body, they are still, because they were not
craving.
able to eat, yeah, because of their craving. So different kind of craving. What happens is people who go like this, when they vacate their body, they are not liberated. So what they do is they come into the family of people, and they are like so certain time people in your family will go through lot of anger, lot of cravings, and then these pretas will get at a ghost, they attach to these people's body. So that's why they say we need to have positive mindset, not negative mindset. Because when you actually are in the sad state, the grief state, when you are crying, when you are having lot of ego, when you are having lot of anger, so these lower vibrationals can bring lower vibrational entities to you, and they get attached to you. So now what are they doing? To remain in this realm, they have to have energy. Where is this energy coming from? They suck from your body, right? as they say. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but just telling you. So it's good to know. But these are some of the realms that these people live. But how? So when these Buddhist people are telling us, I mean, the Buddhist masters are telling us, so these are the realms that are created by our own thinking. What is that thinking? Negative thinking. We create all those thinking. We create all those realms for us. Why are certain
That's
people,
right.
they remain in that same difficulties, challenges, something or the other is happening with them continuously. They cannot
Is
come
it
out of that because the ancestors are not happy.
is it that these, as you said, the spirits were not attain their liberation, they attach. So they keep you still in the lower
Yes.
state. They don't allow you to get liberated.
Yeah,
Like unless
because
you go into meditation and learn to be positive.
that's why you have to do lot of rituals. That's why our Indian people do. Buddhist people also, they do it. So I don't know much about all those things, rituals and all
Yeah,
those things, but I have this understanding. So praying, a lot of praying is very, very important. Keeping your vibration into higher vibration is very, very important. Keeping yourself neat and clean, thinking neat and clean is also, eating neat and clean is very important. So everything adds on. It's not that you only do one thing and you need to
yeah,
do everything, meaning you keep yourself hygienically clean, also taking shower, but also keeping your mind and heart clean, thinking positive, thinking miraculous, and then also praying to the divine, because definitely they can say.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Without going into too much this thing, but that's a good question that Sheelamji brought about the theory of evolution. If you think about it, they go through that cycle. But and then on another note, if you think of Harry Potter, right, the way they show the Dementors, right, they come and they suck on your happiness.
I'll tell you, I don't know if I should share this, but I shared it. So yesterday I shared something. So these people were actually sending some kind of attacks on me. So what they were doing is, whenever I go to sleep, they will send me something that would be very, very scary. But because my third eye is open, so I don't feel like fearful anymore. I don't feel scared. Earlier I used to, but now not anymore. So what I did was, like I saw the Dementor kind of skeleton head coming to me, and I was there in my hometown where I was born and brought up, and I was near the factory court or something. Anyway, so I am seeing myself that I am there in my that home place, and I'm seeing that somebody is sleeping on the bed, and that bed is basically. Anyway, let's cut it down. I don't
Yeah.
want to put you all in that energy. I know I have put interest, but so anyhow, these people were, these ghostly things were there. Okay, so they were like trying to scare me like that. All those things in my dream, this is happening. Okay, and then I'm seeing that somebody's telling me to go and sleep, and in that place where I need to go and sleep in my home, there's someone else. Some man is sleeping, and as if they are calling me to sleep with me. So I'm like moving by my own self to that place to sleep, and I'm thinking, why I'm going to that place, why I'm going to that man to sleep. And then I understood that it is all this things that they are putting that in my mind, so that I go and I'm like, I'm off. But no, then I just think about my mother. I started thinking about my mother and say, no, I'm not going to sleep with that in that place. I'm going to call my mother. So I said, Ma, Mama, Mummy, like at this time, 1 year back, I'm telling you, okay? As I called Mummy, everything washed away. All that illusion washed away. So very, very important. The help is near you. Always remember that nothing will happen to you in the physical reality if only you understand the delusion that they are creating, or the illusion they are creating. So don't be delusional. Don't have that illusion also. Why I'm saying is because these things happen, masters, and I lived that life. How many things they sent? I was being sent a negative entity, and I thought that maybe that, and I saw that they have this long nails to it, and I'm holding the hand of that person, entity. And I'm like, later on, I understood, okay, that was an entity, not my guide or something. So definitely when I didn't knew, but I was not scared. Still talking also I'm. So cut the cord, everyone. Cut the cord, cut the cord, cut the cord. Okay. So anyway, let's go
Mataji,
into
would you
meditation.
mind doing the meditation?
No, no problem. I know you are getting late, right?
No, not because the moment I start and switch off the light, the dogs will start making noise here.
So you keep the light on. No? Why you need to put the switch off the light?
Okay.
You no problem. If you
No.
can do, you just do it. Okay. Otherwise, I can help. I will put the music on and you can just start the meditation. You don't need to switch the light.
So we get into meditation. It's 9:30 Central Time.
So how many minutes? Which, however, like whatever minute you can, you please take us.
Maybe 15, 20. Is it too less?
30 minutes, at least 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't mind doing, then I.
Pardon, what?
If can you do the guided meditation today?
Yeah, I can. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, masters, then let's go into meditation. Sit cross-legged with your feet crisscrossed and let's take our, position. Okay, so let's take our position, sit cross-legged, and at this time, as they say, we are the creators of our reality. What are we going to create? We are going to create the divine energy from where we are, the divinity that exists within us. The mind has the power to create the reality, and we are the divine particles of that main divine source. We have been given all the power, tools to manifest and bring that reality into existence. So as we go into meditation, start sitting comfortably, crisscrossing your feet, clasping your hands and fingers, and closing your eyes, masters. Take a deep in breath, slow out breath. Try to at least go within yourself, into yourself, by breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly, steadily, letting go of anything that bothers you at this time, letting go of all those things that you heard, you listened, anything that you feel bad about, any trauma that you still carry. Let us come back to the slow and steady breath that we need to breathe in and breathe out. Our main focus needs to be on the slow, steady, moving breath, which is coming inside. So go as slow as possible, masters. Take your time and take your breath slowly and steadily. You don't need to rush. So take your time, masters. Be with your breath and inhale deeply. So as you are breathing, I want you all to focus on your third eye chakra. So breathe into it and be slow and steady, masters. Keep your spine straight, but not tight. Stay erect with your spine and keep your head straight. Bring your focus onto your third eye, masters, the area between the two eyebrows, on your forehead. And remember that you are a powerful soul. You have crossed many lifetimes to be here and to meditate here with me today. So as you are breathing in and breathing out, breathe in and breathe out and become one with your body, mind, and soul. You are the sum of all your incarnations. Who you are today is the sum of all your past incarnations in any form that you took in the past. Your soul carries a lot of wisdom from every incarnation that your soul took in the form of any being. You have perfected many lessons so far, and in the future or in the upcoming days or years, you will perfect many other lessons where you will be letting go of your negative attributes, habits, and addictions. The more you know, the lesser you will be manipulated, the lesser you will be fearful. You will be strengthened, you will become courageous, and you won't fear anything. There's no such thing called fear then, because your mind will not create those realities. Because the mind has the power to create so much. It's a powerful tool. If used in the right way, you can manifest what you need in any lifetime, in any incarnation for yourself. So take your time in understanding that the mind has the power to either make you courageous or to make you fearful. What will you create for yourself? Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? These are some of the questions that we all need to ask. But at this time, as you are becoming one with your mind, body, and soul, let us go into the deeper states of meditation, where we let go of all thoughts, all mindsets, any thoughts or feelings, and we empty ourselves as if we are turning a pot. And in this pot, we had lot of things stored. But now, as we turn it and put it down, it starts emptying its contents. Now there is infinite space within that. And that is where you exist. That is where you are in that nothingness. This physical pot is now getting empty. So take your breath slowly, breathe in slowly, and breathe out slowly. And stay there with your third eye, and then let go. Don't even remember. Let go of your name, fame, identity, losses, gain, trauma, pain, and just be in that nothingness. So bring your two physical eyes, closed eyes vision, and focus on your third eye. And just breathe in and breathe out, masters. If you even forget that you are breathing, that is okay. Just go within Let go of everything and be there with each and every breath, coming in, going out, and stay there, continuously going ahead. Going into the deeper states. Your soul has done so many things, and still it has learned so much wisdom. The wisdom is what is going to get you liberated. So remember, you are a powerful soul. So let us focus on each breath, how it comes in. Feel the soft rise of your chest as you take a deep in breath. Feel the expansion in your lungs as you feel this rising of your chest, the incoming of your breath. You feel a sense of bliss. And as you release, after holding for your breath for a while, you feel a sense of releasing of your stress, a sense of liberating yourself from any trauma or any pain. Go into the sweetness of this music. Go within. Experience this bliss and let go of anything that bothers you. Let it go. Release and relax. feel the velvety sound of this flute that is being played. As you go within, let go of each and every sense at this time, reveling in the beauty of every feeling, and then slowly letting it go and getting back to each and every breath and going deeper and more deeper.
You'll notice sometimes if you see me on stage,
masters, wherever you are at this time. Now let us come back into our body consciousness slowly and steadily. Take our time. Come back from that nothingness, that empty state where you could not feel your body, where you had no thoughts, where you did not exist, or you had no visions, thought, or you could not hear any. This is that place that we all want. And this is the place that exists, that unlimited, infinite space where we can all manifest what we want in our reality. Slowly, let us come back from the no form to the form state. Come back to your senses. And take a deep in breath, slow out breath. Straighten up your spine, your neck and head. Slowly unclasp your hands and fingers. Feel your toes and feet. And let us give gratitude to all the masters from the higher realms. Thank you to Lord Gautama Buddha. These wonderful days of Buddha teachings. Thank you to each and every master, bringing the wisdom and sharing the same with everyone. We are grateful and thankful for this wonderful time together, going deep into meditation. Now, very slowly, masters, let us all give thanks to all the fellow meditators, masters, our guides, guardian angels, and all the masters from the light realm, from the light world. Thank you so much. Slowly keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, masters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So very slowly, masters, take your time. Slowly, steadily come back into this reality. Thank you so much. Now hug yourself, masters. Feel yourself. Take a deep in breath and say, I love myself. I am love. Within me, around us is love. Thank you so much, masters. Gratitude. Gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, Neeraja ji. Anybody wishes to speak anything at this time or share, you may do so. Any experience that you felt or you had or nothing, that's okay too.
Mataji, it was a beautiful meditation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neeraja ji. Thank you for this wonderful time here with me, and this was a wonderful time with you. And I can't see you though, but thank
Yeah,
you.
my battery is running low, so
Okay, no
I
problem.
need to go and plug it somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sheelam ji. Thank you, everyone. And it was a wonderful, these 9 days that we took on Buddha's teachings, and we got to know so much, right? So today we'll be finishing the Buddha Vesak week, and we will from tomorrow again move into beautiful teachings by different masters. So, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Master, tomorrow will be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 3 days we'll be having the normal meditations that we always did, but with good teachings, right? And then we will be taking leave on Saturday, Sunday, just to relax ourselves with this wonderful wisdom that we shared so far through this 9 days. Thank you to all the masters who shared the wisdom, be it uh, Anjali ji, be it Rani ji, Neeraja ji, or Zubia ji, or even me. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you, Master, for taking the time, taking the initiative, helping me, helping the channel, helping the group, and helping your own self. So I'm so thankful and grateful and very happy that, we actually did it together. So it's wonderful. And we have many more teachings that we are going to do, work on it, reading it, doing our own swadhyaya on ourselves in the upcoming days and months. But it was such a pleasure, having you all here, and wonderful wisdoms, by everyone. Lot of good sharing. Excellent masters. Thank you and gratitude. Gratitude. If anyone wishes to share, be it Rani ji, Neeraja ji, or anyone, I know it's time. Just ending it. Or anyone has any question? Thank you, Asha ji. Thank you so much. Any questions so far, masters, from anyone? Or anything that you want to share? Let me give unmute option to everyone, and whoever wishes to share, you can take it. Thank you.
I'm grateful for you to have started this series. So we all learned in this process a lot. So thank you for thinking about that and encouraging all of us.
Thank you, Neeraja ji. Wonderfully done. Thank you so much. Anybody else, masters? What were your thoughts about, that how you felt with these with these 9 days that you learned?
It was excellent, Madhuji. I think, always heard a lot of Buddha's, teachings, but you brought into so much light into our life. I mean, it is very revealing into our minds of so many confusions we had. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I know after doing meditation, the words also don't come out because it's like we are so much into meditation, right? But thank you,
Yeah.
Sheelam ji. Thank you so much. And thank you, Pushpa ji. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Pushpa ji. So, masters, then if we don't have anything to, add at this time, but you have already given your time, space, and energy. So it was a very beautiful 9 days, and definitely will be making it more beautiful by the upcoming days and months. So, anyhow, okay, yeah, no problem. So let me end the session, masters. It was really great to have you all here. So now, may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we all meditate regularly with our individual self and as the group consciousness. And as a group, let us meditate together. Let us also teach meditation to everyone, awaken everyone, and do our much needed inner work every day. Thank you, Masters. Stay blessed, stay happy, and stay vibrant. Good night and have a good day. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Neeraja ji. Thank you.